Dear Dad, come back home. We miss you. Come back home. We love you. Dear Dad, hope you are pretty good and your intentions are good. Husband to my mom, I know I'm not your only son. We all are pair and your daughter beautiful like a star. Dad, tell me why you no longer come home. Tell me why you have run away from us. What's wrong really? Dad, you make me crazy. Dear Dad, you really make me sad. If you can hear me, please answer me. Why have you forsaken us? Why have you abandoned us? Hear your son crying, it's your blood suffering. Hear your daughter calling, it's your blood calling. Dad, why do you now hate mom? Isn't our love still warm to you? Is she now worthless? Is she now useless? Is she Dad? Dear Dad, dear Dad, dear Dad, come back home, Dad, come back home. Come back home, Dad, we miss you. Come back home, Dad, come back home. Come back home, Dad, we love you. Come back home, Dad, come back home. Come back home, Dad, we miss you. Come back home, Dad, come back home. Come back home, Dad, we love you. Dear Dad, rewind your mind back to when you were kind, when your actions were out. What happened to those good old days when you brought us lot of goodies? What happened to those good fine days when you warmed us like sun rays? Are we no longer the fruits of your own labor? Are you not the only one we call our father, our dad? Come back home. Come back home, Dad, come back home. Come back home, Dad, we miss you. Come back home, Dad, come back home. Come back home, Dad, we love you. Dear Dad, please come back home. Dear Dad, come back home, Dad, come back home. Come back home, Dad, we miss you. Come back home, Dad, come back home. Come back home, Dad, we love you.